My HOA tried to take my dog away from me, claiming he was aggressive. They had no idea who they were dealing with. It all started with a certified letter slipped under my door. My heart sank as I read the bold, accusatory words. Your pit bull, Zeus, has been deemed an aggressive breed and a potential threat to the community. They gave me 30 days to rehome him, or face fines and legal action. Zeus, my gentle giant, a threat. He was the dog who'd greet squirrels with a happy tail wag and lick every stranger's hand. This wasn't just a notice. It was a declaration of war. I called the HOA president, a woman named Karen, whose voice dripped with condescending authority. She cited a vague clause about aggressive-looking animals and told me the board's decision was final. But I knew my rights. I had specifically checked the HOA bylaws before moving in, and there were no breed restrictions. When I pointed this out, she simply replied, "The board has discretion." That's when I knew a simple phone call wouldn't solve this. I spent the next week gathering evidence. I got signed testimonials from every neighbor on my street, all attesting to Zeus's sweet nature. I dug up photos of him at community events, getting belly rubs from toddlers. I even got a letter from my vet, a canine behaviorist, certifying his gentle temperament. The night before the HOA meeting, I felt a knot of anxiety tighten in my stomach. I looked at Zeus, sleeping peacefully at my feet, his chest rising and falling in a steady rhythm. He trusted me to protect him, and I wouldn't let him down. The next evening, I walked into that meeting room, armed with a binder thick enough to stop a door. Karen and the board looked smug, ready for an easy victory. I let them make their case first, listening to their baseless claims and thinly veiled prejudice. Then, it was my turn. I didn't raise my voice. I simply presented the facts, one by one. I passed around the letters from my neighbors. I projected the photos onto the wall for everyone to see. Finally, I read the expert opinion from the behaviorist. The room fell silent. I looked directly at Karen and said, "This isn't about safety. This is about prejudice, and my dog will not be a victim of it." The final blow came when I presented a letter from my lawyer outlining the legal consequences of their discriminatory actions. Their faces went pale. They hadn't just picked a fight with a dog owner. They depicked a fight with someone who was prepared to burn their entire system to the ground to protect his family. If this story touched a part of your heart you didn't know was there, hit that like button, because this taught me something profound. Sometimes, the greatest battles are fought not with anger, but with unwavering love and undeniable truth. Never let anyone's ignorance define who you love. Thanks for watching.